Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You wish you could work it the way I do, but you can't.
Can we talk top 5 in 5? And of course, just like Drake said, we're only here for a good time, not a long time. So let's get into the top 5 artists who are in R&B groups who have since gone solo. At 5, we have a very underrated vocalist / artist, and that is Cisco. People forget, back in the 90s, at Cisco's peak, he was butting heads with Usher and stuff. Not like for real, but just on a talent level. The man went gold, the man went platinum, and this is after his success with Dru Hill. Cannot sleep on Cisco at number 5. Coming up next, we have the creator of my favorite album of all time, which is Lauryn Hill. Of course, she was with the Fugees to start it off. I was debating to put her on 3, but just because she doesn't have as extensive of a body of work that number 3 does, I think 4 is fitting. You know, she's created one of the most legendary albums of all time with The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. There is no way a list like this is created and she's not on it. Lauryn Hill. Now, the person that edged out Lauryn Hill for this number 3 spot, and it was a slight edge, even though like the catalogs, like this person's catalog is much bigger. Lauryn only had 1 album. Bobby Brown. Of course, even in New Edition, he was the best artist in New Edition. That's hands down. I don't care what anybody says. He might have been the best singer. We can accept that. But overall artist, performer, the bad boy, you know, his status just elevated with Whitney and just continued success. You know, even to him linking up with Ja Rule for Thug Lovin'. Come on now. Bobby Brown.
It's my loving, my thugging, thug loving.
Now, 1 and 2, they can butt heads depending on who you're asking about. I think this last 2 is pretty obvious. Number 2 is Beyonce. You know, coming from Destiny's Child, who was one of the greatest, if not the greatest in most circles, a female R&B group of all time. And then Beyonce left them and still took it to a completely different level. Like, just a whole different stratosphere of success, to the point we can't really find anything negative, so to speak, in Beyonce's body of work. She definitely could have been number 1, but if you know this is Beyonce now, you should know who number 1 is. At number 1, we have the greatest of all time. The man is on every Mount Rushmore you can think of, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's Michael Jackson. Of course, as we talked about with number 2, the group success was already in a whole different stratosphere. And then Michael went solo and became the guy. It doesn't matter what country he was in. I believe he could have went to a different planet and still been the greatest of all time. The king of pop is easily the greatest artist to have been in a group and have gone solo.
I'll make it positive then.
Yeah, just
For you know the truth.
yeah.
Okay.
And action, Michael.
I love to tour.
Rich flex for me. Fucking hate this. At number 1, if you didn't already know, it's the greatest of all time, Michael Jackson. Clearly, the Jackson 5 was one of the greatest groups on its own. Fuck it.